sense that Mr. Peru is about to surprise us too.
I believed in him. I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions, and then, without even realizing it, I became lost.
Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart.
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering.
Louis, you really must learn to conceal your weaknesses better, if you don't want your foes to use them against you.
Our desire is to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all, and to no longer suffer the random hazards of history.
It is the natural order of things, Monsieur de Richet. There have always been men who govern other men. That is simply the way it is.
History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents. But where are we?
I don't know, but we better not hang around.
Oh, we better keep our guard up. Yeah.
Be careful, Mother. As if me saying that will make any difference. Knowing Mortimer, I wouldn't be surprised if he rigged his crypt with traps.
So you think the door is not enough?
Do you want to wager your other hand?
You've got a point there. We have to find that weapon. What do you know about the Holy Lance, Louis?
The what?
The Lance of Longinus the Centurion.
The one that poked,
Now that you mention it,
the one that
did
poked
catch Von
Jesus
Wollner
in the
middle of an
side.
altercation with Piaggi.
What?
Von Wollner blamed His Eminence for having supplied Mortimer with all the lances in the Vatican's possession.
If Mortimer has all of them in his possession, it's not going to help us.
Seriously? You don't really believe that fable, do you?
Every fable is founded on true events. I'm not saying that everything adds up, but imagine if it really did exist.
Very well. Now what?
Well, now you know what you need to find.
Pardon?
I have to get to the wharf to prepare our departure. Let's get off this cursed island as quickly as we can. We shall come back when we are ready and armed.
But hang on.
Louis, let's first get to safety. We shall come back when we have the upper hand. Fear not. You take care of getting the lance. It's imperative. I'll take care of preparing our departure.
Hang on. At least tell me everything you know about this lance.
But I have never seen it. There's nothing else I can say, Louis. Well, you can always go snooping around Mortimer's study. I remember seeing paintings of Longinus there.
Why did you shoot Emma?
Hang on a second.
What's the matter?
Why did you shoot Emily's sister?
Do you really think now is the right time for this?
Insist.
I want to know, Mother. Why did you betray her?
Listen, Louis, I don't think you've really understood my interest in the Al-Azif. It's not just simple curiosity about some old relic.
You tried to kill her.
And I had no choice, for crying out loud. It must not fall into the hands of the demons, or we are all doomed, don't you see? Listen, I don't know exactly what it contains, but I prefer to be one step ahead. If they want it, there must be a reason. And even if I don't know what it is, I want to stop them for safety's sake, no matter what.
Nothing will stop you if I understand correctly. Not
Enough, Louis. If you could see the extent of their power as I do, then you would understand what I'm saying.
All right, we'll do it your way.
One more thing. If they find you in possession of the lance, they won't let you get away with it. Choose only one and hide it under your jacket so you don't get caught with it. Then run and meet me on the wharf.
And if I get caught?
If they catch you in possession of the lance, we're all doomed. Do you understand?
Perfectly.
Good. And go talk to Piaggi. He's the one who probably knows the most about this.
Right. Okay. So, am I supposed to like walk around here, or we just waiting?
This sarcophagus is engraved with the name of Clemens III. Good God! The one whose cross allowed me to enter.
Translate.
Clemens III. Clément III in French. How come his tomb ended up here and not in the Vatican?
Hmm. My curiosity is getting the best of me. I want to see what all we can find over here. There we go. Like I knew there was a button to...
I can see that this spear has a so-called leaf shape. It is copper rimmed. I can see the tip is engraved with the symbol of the Eye of Ra.
So I can only take... Okay, so I gotta go find out what the spear looks like. And the spear is at one of the end of these things, so I gotta go up there, figure out what it looks like, and then come back?
This one has no name. I wonder who it was for.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna need some more points if I'm gonna be taking on some ruthless demons. I don't have any jelly or anything. Devil's Thorn. I don't need Devil's Thorn.
Well, here we can see this lance has a leaf shape, is gold rimmed, and a fish is engraved on the tip.
So we got fish, eye.
Flavius Aetius. It was cut a long time ago. You can tell by the rough hacks of the tool and the patina of the stone. This sarcophagus is very ancient. I'd say it's several centuries old.
Okay.
This lance has got a blade in the shape of a spear. Its blade is an iron or steel, I think. I can make out a rising sun engraved on the tip.
Ah, jelly!
This sarcophagus has been ravaged by time. It's sort of ageless, I guess. It's entirely sculpted. These symbols, these grooves, cuneiform script. This is humanity's oldest alphabet, the language of Babel. Sadly, no one today even knows how to decipher it. There's also some text engraved beneath in ancient Greek. Sargon.
Interesting, interesting. Maybe this guy is a demon. Like, I mean, honestly, like, who the hell would have this underneath their house? This guy's obviously, like, something. Like, this is insane. It's like a whole other realm. So we got another leaf.
We can see that this lance has a leaf shape, and, well, it's in gold. I can see that a crucifix is engraved on the tip, just barely visible.
Okay.
Let's take a look at this lance here. It has a very special leaf shape. It is copper rimmed, and I can see a fish symbol engraved on the tip.
Ooh. We got two fishes. One's gold, one's copper.
I can see that this lance has the shape of a boar spear. The blade is partially coated in copper, and I can just make out the symbol of the Eye of Ra engraved on the tip.
I feel like it wouldn't have the Eye of Ra on it, though. That's like some Egyptian stuff. He wasn't crucified in Egypt.
I can see this lance has a spear shape. It is copper rimmed.
The fish.
And it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip.
But it wouldn't have that because Christianity wasn't a thing during, or, you know.
This lance has a leaf shape. It is copper rimmed. The symbol of the Christian fish is engraved on the tip. I can see that this lance has a so-called leaf shape. It is clearly made of iron, and I can make out a sun engraved on the tip.
Some more jelly? Interesting. This one's like got a cage, or you know, like a gate.
There's sarcophagus
Lord
of
Mortimer.
Let's see what we can find here. It's the only sarcophagus in this crypt which appears to bear the Mortimer family name. What ancestor can it be? There's no inscription. It's the only sarcophagus in this crypt which appears to bear the Mortimer family name. What ancestor can it be? There's no inscription. Let's see what we can find here. It's far too heavy. I'm not going to be able to do it on my own.
I don't know if I should just force that thing open just yet. I feel like... Alright, let me go see which one of these spears is supposed to be by the pictures. Grab the spear, and then we'll try to open it. Maybe we gotta open it up, stab him with the spear, and then, like, run the hell away. Like, who are all these people, man? Okay. Then you go back up to the study. Oh. I already searched through all here, and this is just Devil's Thorn? Yeah. Okay. Oh, missed it. Okay, we need to find out which spear we're supposed to grab, so... Where does he keep all his pictures of this stuff, though? I don't remember. Like, I could try to find it in, like...
The Fall of Phaeton. Another painting by Rubens. Poor Phaeton, struck by lightning. The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near. His brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything.
Is there any...
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
Okay, we're looking for pictures. It's a library.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Okay. We got any pictures in here?
Circe.
This is the one where she turned, like, yeah, this is the pig lady. Hey, yo, Pia. There we go. Let's try that again.
Would you have a moment to spare?
Not now, Louis. Please, leave me alone.
I beg your pardon?
I want to be alone.
Very well. I'm only searching for information about the lance of Longinus, the soldier. If you could...
You are not listening to me. You are playing with fire.
I heard you speak to Mr. von Wollner about it, and I was wondering if you could tell me something about it.
That was a private conversation. How could I have known that he was listening to us?
I see what you mean.
Louis, don't push it. Leave while you still can.
Your Eminence, are you all right? Your Eminence, are you with me? Can you turn around, please?
What do you want to know about the Holy Land?
See, why did you, like, your whole
This is the weapon
composure
used by a
change
Roman
just
centurion
now? Like,
on the very day Christ was nailed to the cross,
Look at me.
Longinus thrust his lance in the right side of Jesus.
Please.
As you wish.
His nose is bleeding.
So you are looking for the Holy Lance of Longinus, are you?
yes.
Exactly.
Frank and direct. I like that. Thank you for not trying to be sly. You are looking for the lance. You should know, you are not the only one. Lord Mortimer has spent a good part of his life
But why-
and his fortune
Why
trying
was
to
he
find
trying to find it?
Never will he let you have
Because it's the only thing that can kill him?
Before going any further, have you spoken to anyone else about this?
Yes. My mother.
Yes, my mother knows about it.
Of course, Sarah. Who else?
That's all.
No one else.
What are you going to use the lance for, exactly?
If I told you why I needed this lance, you would never believe it.
Trust me, you can tell me anything.
It's our only chance to vanquish the demons.
Oh, my dear God, Louis. You sound just like Sarah. Do you realize you are following the same path, step by step? Sarah also started by imagining things. She too spoke of demons, I am told. She could no longer speak to anyone, and saw a hidden monster in every guest, lurking in the shadows, ready to devour her. You must let us help you. Louis, I thank you for your sincerity.
Yeah, no problem.
I shall answer you about Longinus. You deserve to be
Well,
told.
thank you.
His spear-headed lance did indeed pierce the side of the Messiah. His blood gushed out, covering the head of the lance. It was covered in the blood of Christ.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Eminence.
You are welcome. Be careful, Louis. You are on a perilous path. Don't follow Sarah's demons, my boy. Don't delve too deeply into her delusions, or you won't be able to come back. The demons that she is frantically trying to drive away are in her own mind. Take good care of yourself. God keep you.
Thank you. Cool. Specialist in esotericism, artistic depiction, sacred texts.
Golden elixir.
That jelly? Yes! 4. Alright, so I'm not sure who a specialist in esotericism, yeah, whatever, you know, would be. I can't talk to George about it because he's so far up Mortimer's ass. What's this? More information concerning crypt. Oh, yeah, that way. There we are. Let's see. What's this? Devil's Thorn? Oh, golden elixir. Nice. Could go up to the study. Let's go in here real quick. See if we can find something. Jelly. Hello. Are there any pictures? Anything in here?
Chronicles of the Amber Princess. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
Oh.
Amber crystals. Amber.
Holy crap. It's been up there this whole time. I feel like some of this stuff has just now been placed here for... Nice, another coin. What's in here? Okay, the big room, or the main room. The room where all the magic happens. That's Devil's Thorn, yeah. There's the courtyard. Devil's Thorn, yep. What's this? Oh, it's probably the courtyard again. Oh, that's where I just came in. Oh, that's where I came in from outside. Okay, so what's this? Let's go upstairs. Okay. Let's see. Who would be esoteric? Esotericism. Doesn't really tell me what they like do. Whose room is this? Oh. Been through all this. Okay.
President George Washington.
He's downstairs.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Oh, he would have sacred texts.
The Cardinal's not in his room. I bet he went back to stuffing himself. His Holiness Pope Pius VI by Pompeo Petoni. This should help Piaggio feel at home.
Honey, the remedy of the gods.
Torquemada. Quite the contrast. Wow. The fanatical priest who created the Inquisition sends shivers down the spine.
Carmelite water will give me a little reprieve.
Heck yeah. Man, I feel like I've been missing so much now.
Destruction of the Temple of Jerusalem by Francesco Hayez.
'Cause I haven't been looking
the
up.
Roman destruction by Titus and his army. What violence.
My dear Giuseppe, poor health forbids me from joining you. Please thank Sir Gregory for his invitation to Lord Mortimer's. I'm convinced you'll be able to strengthen our agreements. Please tell Sir Gregory that his enterprise concerning our friend, Cardinal Bishop Chiaramonti, is following its course. I place my trust in you. May God bless you and give you protection. SS Giovanni Angelico Braschi.
It's a nice sentiment.
John the Baptist. Youth with a ram.
John the
Caravaggio.
Baptiste.
A very sensual vision and very far from the usual representations of St. John. Venus and Cupid with a satyr by Correggio. Innocence, indiscretion, and lechery. Giuseppe must love that. Love Triumphant by Caravaggio. Now there's someone for whom the sex of angels is no mystery.
Handwritten note. Okay. Oh.
The Lying Girl by Boucher. Here's a painting of mischievous eroticism. I wonder what Piaggi must think of this. The Rape of the Daughters of Leucippus by Rubens. Surprising choice for His Eminence Piaggi.
Amber crystals.
Oh, nice. So, no sacred texts.
Let's have a look at his personal papers. Of course, it's in Latin, the language of the church.
Thank you, Mother, for teaching me this. That's a lot of points, but...
All those hours of learning Latin declensions are going to pay off in the end. Mother will be proud. Now this could be interesting. Let's say a sancte. Various representation criteria, of which are shown the most common throughout the centuries, and in different forms. If Piaggi's notes are anything to go by, the weapon I'm looking for is shaped like a tapered spear. And that should help me identify it.
Tapered spear. Okay.
The Cardinal's not in his room. I bet he went back to stuffing himself.
Shaped like a spear. So that narrows that down. This is where I came from. That's my room.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Can't go in there.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough. Tending children at the orphanage in Harlem. I find it a little hard to understand this painting choice.
Oh, what's that?
Dear E, I received your last letter. Unfortunately, the Crown informed the Golden Order that our mission should under no circumstances hamper Sir Gregory's plans. Decidedly, they have support from the highest level in Buckingham Palace. So here we both are, hands and feet tied, and little room to maneuver. Keep me abreast of events. Our mission is becoming more complicated. Yours, E. T.S. The French chapter of the Order doesn't appear to know anything about the arrival of our friend Sarah. I therefore cannot comment on it. However, my guess is that she has come here for personal reasons.
Okay. I'm not sure if I've read that before. Kinda lost track of all my stuff I've been reading.
Waldegrave by Reynolds. Painted upon the request of the Waldegrave family, in an effort to find them a husband. Displayed like meat. It's disgusting. William Pitt, the elder, Earl of Chatham. Emily works with his son.
A letter from William Pitt the Younger, addressed to Emily. He's the present Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. A letter from William Pitt the Elder, addressed to Emily.
Queen Charlotte. All the royal family of England is there from what I can tell.
Don't really... Oh, see a need. Go out there. Okay, let's keep searching.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Can't go in there.
Monsieur Jacques Perru.
Okay. Haven't been in here since the incident.
The Massacre of the Innocents by Rubens. A bit gloomy. Guess my room is not that bad. Dear Monsieur Perru.
All right. I've retrieved everything.
Amber crystal.
Nice.
Dear friend, please come and join us. We must meet about the ongoing operations.
Yeah. Okay. Let's keep our search going. Thing over here to pick up? Nope. Just looking for coins. Now there was like a bunch of stuff in here. Wasn't there? Looks like it's been cleared out. All right. Let's to the study. Hopefully he's not up here. That'd be kind of awkward. I wonder if his is that room I can't ever get into. It doesn't have anybody's name on it because it's his.
St. Longinus. Let's take a closer look at his lance. It is shaped like a leaf, like the real lance, maybe. How can I be sure? No, this is too easy. Mortimer's trying to throw me off the track again. It seems too visible to be true. Impossible not to see the statue on first glance, given its size. And Mortimer has no interest in making the shape of the true lance so easy to see.
I mean, he did say it was in the shape of a...
I think this statue does represent Longinus, armed with a lance that wounded Jesus, the Holy Lance. How can I find out if this is an exact representation? There's no way of being certain of it.
I mean, there is.
Hey, looks like there's a symbol engraved on the tip. Yes, a fish. The Christian fish, no doubt. It can't be a coincidence. It must have been done on purpose. Huh. Good thing I took a closer look.
Okay. I like how there's plenty of this lying around. About time they start giving me some royal jelly.
Dante's Purgatory. Why does your mind presume to flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained its final form? Charming.
Adoration of the Shepherds with Saints Longinus and John. Giulio
Okay.
Romano, 1534. Longinus is holding the Holy Lance in his left hand, and I'll bet he's holding the sponge soaked in holy blood in the other hand. Yes! Here we can see that the Holy Lance is represented in the shape of a spear.
Right? Like Piaggi said.
I better make sure I check this twice. It's a work that dates from the Renaissance. And there's nothing to say that it's not based on erroneous elements. This work is an order from Lord Mortimer. All the details have been conceived with a specific goal in mind. Upon closer examination, you can see that even the style clashes with that of most of the other works in the manor. No. If Mortimer has taken special care as the conception and the exhibition of this painting in his study, in the same way as for the Nightmare painting, it must be of some significance. And that is indeed the true shape of the Holy Lance, a spear shape.
Right, but what is engraved on it, though? From its calendar. By the launch, I took the liberty to have the spear touched up so it better corresponded to the actual spear. I cannot urge you strongly enough to do the same for yours. It's silly. I can't open this. Okay. Okay. Piaggi told me that it was the shape of a boar spear. The painting of Longinus, I noticed that it had the shape of a spear. I noticed on the painting of Longinus that it had the shape of a spear, which is what Mortimer's opinion confirmed. The statue of Longinus shows it's in the shape of a leaf. By translating Piaggi's notes, I learned that it was shaped like a spear. I noticed the discrete fish symbol engraved on the tip of the lance of the Longinus statue. Okay, but the question is that actually what was engraved on it? Because there is a fish spear. The only other person I could talk to that I saw was George, and it says specialist in esotericism. So maybe that's George? Because I couldn't talk to anybody else, I don't believe.
Monsieur Johann von Volner.
Oh, maybe von Volner would know. Because he's into that kind of stuff.
Seems like he isn't here.
That's good. Good. We don't want him to be here.
The alchemist is a young man. Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you the signs of the zodiac.
Yeah, he's into this kind of crap, so maybe he's got something here.
What a mess. Looks like Volnor was interrupted. Looks a lot like straw, and he's drawn something in a hurry on this sheet. I get the feeling that I've seen that somewhere before. Yes, it's definitely a drawing of the Lock of Al-Azif. Volnor must have kept a copy. Straw on his desk, as if to protect something fragile. Yes, someone must have packed something away here. I get the feeling that I've seen that somewhere before. I've seen occult inscriptions like this before. They're not very common. As a matter of fact, I've only seen them once before, around the Lock of Al-Azif.
That was the same thing. Read the letter. Johann, I know you are trying to find out what happened to Elizabeth, but it's getting out of hand now. Your escapade on the continent cost me enough as it is. I know it hasn't been easy for you leaving Elizabeth confined in her room for a month so she doesn't bump into Sarah, but to run away without warning, I had to lie to cover you, Johann. Act as if you arrived separately only a few days ago and persuade William to do the same with his guests. I demand that you come to your senses and take hold of yourself. I asked you to fetch something so we can't get it off. So we can get it off the island, not for you to study it in a vain hope of acquiring power. It won't give you any answers, let me be clear on that. At most, we run the risk of losing it again. So for the last time, please go and leave it at the agreed place. I can confirm that someone will pick it up immediately. Gregory.
A table of alchemical symbols. Someone circled the zinc symbol. The signs of obscurantism. The alchemist is an old man.
Devil's Thorn.
A chemistry set.
Huh.
That's not
a chemistry set
from von Volnor.
Wonder what he's trying to do.
So, let's see what Volnor has in his bookcase. A few works on religions, 2 scientific essays about human thought. Most of these works are on alchemy. Longini Militis Fabulum. Ah, what have we here? It looks like a kind of biography on Longinus the Centurion. Truly, Volnor has done everything he can to get information about that land.
That's good, that's good.
I'd better keep this one, though.
Richet?
Damn, that's all I need. Maybe he knows something about the lands.
What are you doing in my room?
Oh.
Well, sir, I see you have some captivating books, and you seem to be rather interested in the famous Longinus.
It's, what's it to do with you?
I overheard you speaking with Piaggi. What are you two up to exactly?
Yes, what are you two up to?
Oh, fine. Yes. We are looking for the Holy Lance.
That's good, that's good.
That imbecile has given Mortimer all the ones kept in the private collection of the Holy See. But it's not what you think. Hang on a minute. You're the one looking for the lance.
No,
Don't take me for a fool. You are looking for the holy lances.
What's the matter? You seem completely panicked at the idea I might be interested in this relic.
No.
I mean, you just freaked out on me,
What are you
dude.
so afraid of?
I'm not afraid.
You know Mortimer's got it, so you're not worried that I'd give it back to him.
What are
so
you?
why are you so terrified of me being able to find it?
You have no idea what it is you're looking for. What are you playing at, Richet? Mortimer's the one who has that cursed lance.
Right.
How long have you been looking for it?
Ah, I see. You want it, and so you plan to steal it from Mortimer.
For a long time. Isn't that right?
Why, you little swine! You're planning to give it to Sir Gregory.
Sir Gregory?
You're looking to double-cross me and Piaggi too.
What on earth is he talking about? Mr. Von Volner, would you be so kind as to calm yourself down, please? All I'm trying to do is make amends for His Eminence's errors. Sir Gregory should surround himself with better people, if you want my opinion, but Piaggi is a friend of my mother's.
What? You want to help Piaggi?
Yes.
I just told you that's what my mother would do if she was here. I heard you in the corridor, and he seemed to be in serious trouble because of the lances. I'm only trying to help him.
Good. There we go.
All right, Louis. I thought you were
Hell yeah.
trying to manipulate me. But
I mean, I was.
Excuse me. I got a little bit carried away. But you can't get ahead by staying in the shadows on a case like this. There are already several of us searching for the lance of Longinus. And it would be smarter to pool our information.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I've barely made any progress. I'm still trying to find out what the original lance really looked like.
Let me reassure you, we've all been there, given the number of copies there are in existence. It also took us quite some time to discover its true shape. Many believe the central part of the head of the lance to be covered in gold, whereas, in truth, its center is made of an alloy of copper and iron.
Copper and
It does
iron.
make sense. In those times, a centurion wouldn't have any chance of possessing a lance made of
Copper
gold.
and iron.
That is the perversion of Christian idolatry. A copper lance could not have been noble enough to pierce the side of Christ.
Anyway, thank you, sir.
You're welcome, Louis. Keep me posted as to your research. We're bound to end up recovering it.
But what
I'm
is
counting
engraved on
See
it?
you later. I managed to get the biography of Longinus the Centurion. Let's see what it can teach me. An interesting passage here tells me that the lance is engraved with the symbol of the first Christians, the fish.
Okay. According to Volner's information, the lance is copper rimmed. Okay. Piaggi told me it was the shape of a boar spear. In the painting of Longinus, I noticed it had the shape of a spear. Statue shows. Okay, so. Alright, it's in the shape of a spear. It's a copper rimmed spear. And it has the symbol of a fish on the tip. Okay. So I've been through here. Alright, let's head downstairs. Before we go, wonder if George has anything to say.
Good evening, Mr. President.
Good evening.
back on the trail of my mother again. I don't have time to explain, but would you know anything about the Holy Lance?
That's good news. But be careful, Louis. You might end up getting noticed.
Do you know anything or not?
No, I regret I don't. But why not ask von Wallner? Theology is his field, after all.
That's an idea. In that case, I'll try and find him.
You are
Okay,
keeping
well.
up the good work, I see.
Wasn't a complete
But
waste, I
tell you,
guess.
Keep your guard up. Everyone is rather on edge right now.
You're right. Thanks for everything, Mr. President.
See you later.
Okay, let's head back. Excuse me. Let's go see if we can make the right decision. Yeah, I was just checking. Damn it, did the same thing. Okay. There we go.
The Bible must mean the lance which finally took the life of Christ. The 4 Gospels each give an account of the death of Christ. Let's see what they can tell me about the lance.
According to Luke.
There's no mention of the lance in what Luke says about the death of Christ. There's nothing about the lance in this account of the crucifixion. This apostle does not mention the lance in his description of the death of Christ. Ah, there. When they came to Jesus and saw that he was dead already, they broke not his legs, but one of the soldiers with a shimmering lance pierced his side, and forthwith there came out blood and water. And he that saw it bore witness, and his record is true, and he knoweth that he saith true, that ye might believe. A shimmering lance? What is this telling me?
Know who it is, find a clue about the lens.
The medieval Hermetic traditions evoke the idea of using noble materials for relics, which the monasteries often made themselves in order to attract pilgrims. Of course, they had to inspire greatness. So here, we might think of gold, whereas a centurion could not have hoped for anything better than copper at the time. The true lance would not have been a luxurious weapon.
Make sure there's nothing around here that got put later. Okay, let's do this. It's not that one. Possible.
I can see that this lance has the characteristic shape of a spear.
Okay.
It is made of iron, and its tip is engraved with a cross.
Nope. That's not it. So we need the one that is rimmed in copper and has the fish symbol at the tip. It's a leaf. It's not that one. It's in the shape of a spear, copper lined with a fish, right? Fish on the tip. Yeah, fish at the tip, shaped like, okay, spear. Yeah, right, okay. Copper rimmed. Copper rimmed. Copper rimmed. Spear with a fish at the tip. Okay. Bum 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 bum. This Devil's Thorn. It's not that one.
This lance has got a blade in the shape of a spear.
Right.
Its blade is an iron or steel, I think. I can make out a rising
Nope,
sun
that's not it.
engraved on the tip. Well, we can see that this lance has a particular spear shape. It is coated in gold.
Nope,
You can
wouldn't be gold.
distinguish the symbol of the fish engraved on the tip, barely noticeable.
Wouldn't be in gold. We need copper. Copper rimmed. That has the Eye of Ra on it.
I can see this lance has a spear shape. It is copper rimmed, and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip.
Okay, let's make sure nothing else fits that description. I mean, obviously it would be the one that's like looks the most luxurious. I don't think there's one in here. That's got to be it. Should have known it was that one. Oh. Nope, that's a leaf. Make sure this is the right one again.
I can see this lance has a spear shape.
Right, spear shape check.
Copper
rim check.
and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip.
Okay. Oh. Copper rimmed. Shape of a spear. And it has fish. That's it.
I must be sure of my choice. I cannot get it wrong. am I absolutely sure this is the one to take?
Yes. All right. Let's head back to my mother. Ah. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. All right. Let's get to the wharf. Holy sh!
Sticking your nose everywhere again.
Wow, what's the matter with him? Excuse me, monsieur. I don't follow you.
I haven't come all this way just to
Startled the
fail
crap
so
out of me.
close to the goal.
Why? What are you talking about?
I am talking about what you are doing. This conference is going to boost my career. There is no question of me letting you ruin everything. I just surprised Piaget and Volner talking. You are about to rob Mortimer. Give me what you took from him immediately.
Let's keep calm, please. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to cut this short, quick.
Hit him.
Look, I don't know what you're going on
I don't think I'm gonna
about.
hit him.
I don't have time for this right now.
Don't bank on getting rid of me so easily, de Richet. Where have you been?
Did Lord Mortimer tell you you could trust me?
Yes, but...
So, I'm working for him right now, and you're wasting my time with your questions. Look, if he hasn't taken you into his confidence, then you shouldn't know yet.
I'll soon figure out what you are up to.
I bet you
And
will.
I am convinced that you have indeed robbed Mortimer. The game is up. Give me what you took from him.
You know, this is becoming an obsession with you.
Show me what you are carrying, or I will call the servants.
Remind me, who did you hear making those alleged charges against me?
His Eminence Piaget and Monsieur von Volner were discussing them when I joined them.
And remind me, during the conference, which side were His Eminence and Mr. von Volner on?
Sir Gregory. But what has that got to do with it?
And did it not occur to you for a single instant that they might have been speaking about me in front of you on purpose? To manipulate you? I trust them to detect novices who are likely to be taken in, yes.
Those sons of whores. So that's how they see me.
Be careful to make sure the conference keeps on going ahead smoothly, though. Please. It would grieve me to have to report you to Lord Mortimer.
No, of course. I'll make sure those two bastards get what they've got coming. Right. We'll leave it there. I'm glad that things have been cleared up.
So, are we finished here?
Indeed we are. I shall leave you.
Thank you.
That's right. Go play somewhere else. See you later, monsieur.
Goodness gracious, he's scared.
Come on. I have to hurry up and join my mother at the wharf now.
Dude startled the shit out of me. Came out of nowhere. Fastest way to be to the right.
honey. I couldn't have hoped for better.
Anything else in here?
The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near, his brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything.
Alright, so get there. Let's check the upper part. Run around here. Okay. We gotta get through here now. Mm-hmm. Alright. Get the hell out of here. Oh, hell. Oh, no.
Ah, Louis. Perfect timing.
As luck would have it.
Come, my boy. I would like to have a word with you.
Shit. Okay, let's...
Come closer, Louis.
Shit.
Come closer, please. It's time we had a little chat.
I bet it is.
What's wrong, my lord? Tell me. What's with all the bodyguards?
Louis, it's time you found out the truth.
The truth,
I've
huh?
been observing you since you arrived. I see you running all over the grounds in search of Sarah. I would like to prevent her from leading you even further down the wrong road.
Right, and that is?
The wrong road?
Louis, Sarah has made her own choices of her own free will, and I would like for you to have the same chance. You see, Sarah and I have known each other for a very long time, Louis. I am aware of her theory. About me?
About you.
About
right, about the
Gregory.
demons.
About the demons.
And it's true.
She's right.
So you are a demon.
Look at me. I have inhabited this body since 1191. For the last 602 years, I have been this dear William Mortimer.
Continue.
Louis, it's time you opened your eyes. Come, you'll soon see.
After you.
I hope I've answered all your questions, Louis. Come, I've something to show you.
I don't really care about your questions right now.
There is one question that remains to be answered. Why me?
Exactly.
Why tell me all of this?
Oh, haven't you guessed yet?
I've got an idea, but it might seem stupid.
Trust me.
Am I one? I mean, am I a demon?
Would you like that?
Would I like that? No.
I must admit that the idea is appealing.
Look, we are of the gods, Louis.
I mean, I could live
have
forever.
been. You, as much as me, you are one of us, Louis. You too are a demon.
Are you serious?
You know it. Deep down inside.
That would make
you know
sense,
I am
because
telling
I
you
can
the
see
truth.
through
Where do
people's...
you think that natural, charismatic presence comes from? Your talent must already have manifested itself.
I can see through
somehow.
people's eyes.
Have you ever had any visions?
No. Stop it. It's
Have
absurd.
you never found yourself suddenly inside someone else's body without knowing why?
No.
Whilst asleep, maybe? That's how it often happens the first time. Your spirit wanders unconsciously.
My mother can't have lied to me about that.
It's true. Your real mother would never have lied to you.
What do you mean?
What do you
That's
mean?
not my real mother.
I would rather you found this out from her own lips, but it's important that you know. Sarah is not your mother.
What?
I'm sorry. You
But
have to
then who
find
the
out
hell
this
is?
way, Louis. But you must know the truth before you commit an
Oh, it
irreparable
disappeared for a
act.
second.
No,
Is this
no.
part of my abilities? I
No,
can turn
it's not
invisible?
You are my son.
What?
Not too shaken up. You've experienced many significant events since your arrival.
You can say that again.
For now, I think you ought to find Sarah, my son. You ought
So
to
I am
talk
your
things over
child?
with her.
So she's been lying to me all along?
Let her justify herself. What's done is done. Sarah must explain herself. You must clear the air. We'll have all the time we need to talk afterwards. But all in good time. Before you join her, I'd like to give you something. As a demon, I would like to introduce you to your first talent.
My first
What do you
talent.
mean?
Open your mind, my son. Relax. You hold immense power. It's already there inside you. Empty your mind of all thoughts.
Okay.
Just let me show you the way.
I should relax.
Open your mind. Hear my voice. Feel the vibrations and listen to what has been happening to you. Deep
This is a
inside,
huge twist I was not
which
expecting.
You have been concealing. Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
I can hear something.
Now breathe.
It's a sound, very faint.
That's right. Concentrate on it. My voice is growing fainter, but I am here.
Whispers, words, mixed voices.
Focus on one of them. Don't be afraid.
I sense a stream. Some words are clear, but not all of them.
Let them enter into your mind.
I hear them. Now I can hear a clear voice.
It's Emily.
Well done, Louis. Congratulations.
What was it?
You are now able to read people's minds.
What?
What?
You heard me. From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current
Bro,
thoughts.
this is
So,
tripping.
if you need to know something in particular from someone, all you have to do is make them think about it.
That is insane.
But it'd be a violation of their most intimate thoughts, wouldn't it?
To begin with, there's nothing obliging you to do it. You already had the ability without even knowing it. I just gave you the option of putting it into practice if you want. Moreover, it would be wrong to evoke morality here. Every species is different, Louis, and this is the way we are made. That's all there is to it. You are free to use this talent or not. And what's more, it will be up to you to decide what to do with the thoughts you read. That is where the values of right and wrong do come into play. There are also a few rules you need to know that govern this
New
talent
blood.
when used between ourselves. You can read the thoughts of demons as well as of humans. But be careful. A demon more experienced than yourself will know that you are spying and will often react quite violently. It's considered bad form to play around the psyche of another demon. It's a question of courtesy. But let's be clear. What is most considered bad form is getting caught. So I would advise against trying to read the thoughts of Gregory, for example.
Home?
Yes, the old grump is touchy and rather a stickler about the conventions. On that note, go and see Sarah, Louis. Otherwise, she might leave without you. We'll continue this discussion later if you want. Just join me in my study when you've finished.
This is Thought reading. You are now able to hear the superficial thoughts of your interlocutors. Each use of mind reading costs 1 essence point. You can earn 1 back when confronted to an immunity, 2 by exploiting a vulnerability, and 3 by consuming a devil's thorn. Okay. I'm off.
Let's see what Mortimer's thinking about.
He is thinking he might not have been clear enough with you. When I told you not to try to read into Gregory or her experienced demons, it also applied to me, of course.
You can hear me think?
Of course I can. I can sense you. For the moment, your mind shines like 1,000 lights because you haven't yet mastered the art of concealment from the psyches of others. So, I give you a weapon, and the first thing you do is try to shoot me with it? If my intentions were evil, you would already be at my mercy. So be very careful on whom you use the talent.
Right. Apologize. Sorry.
All right. Please excuse me.
And don't ever apologize, my son. You are far above that from now on. Now go. One more thing. If you want to know the truth about your birth, ask her about Paris, 1763, at 12 Rue des Martyrs.
Okay.
That's where she disemboweled your mother to steal.
Excuse me? Jesus, this woman is insane. Right. Okay.
It's not that I regret all these discussions, but I must hurry to the wharf.
Holy shit, man. Now I'm one of these things too? Okay.
Hey, a Russian ruble. I wonder what it'd be worth today.
Sorry, I looked up a guide about where all these coins were. I was trying to find them all. I missed a bunch. Ooh, jelly. No, I said this. Okay, let's get to the wharf. Hurry.
You shot her in cold blood.
Oh shit.
What is at stake here far outweighs our personal interests. I
Our
should...
personal interests. I'm talking about my sister's life. She was my other half.
Calm down, Emily. Calm down.
Louis, don't come near me.
I warned you what would happen if I found her.
Hold on, don't shoot.
Emily, put the weapon down.
She
Okay.
has to pay.
Put the
for
arm.
all the
Just
harm
lower
she's
the
done to
weapon.
me.
Well, to be fair, we've all made mistakes. And look at her, Emily. She's paid for hers.
I'm all alone now.
Duchess, I am sorry for what happened. I didn't have any choice.
Ah, you. Shut your mouth. You had the choice, all right. You used people according to your own desires, without any scruples.
Excuse me, Duchess, but we're in the same line of business.
Shut it!
And as for Emma, she knew only too well.
No, Emily. Look at me. Emily.
What did you say?
Emily? You're not like her.
You're not like her. Neither you nor Emma are like Sarah. Ever since you got here, you've always tried to help me. I trust you, Emily. And Emma would never have betrayed me either.
No, she wasn't like that. She was loyal.
Exactly.
But why did Sarah betray Emma? Why?
Your sister was supposed to hide something, and no one was supposed to have been able to find it.
And she would never have talked, even under torture. So why get rid of her?
Unfortunately, Emily, the creatures who live here employ methods that no one can resist.
Her mind would have been
I was
red.
going to get her out of there, for God's sake. So what are you talking about?
Emily, Mortimer's a demon! In the literal sense of the word.
What are you...
Lord Mortimer has been around since the Third Crusade. He fiddles with his family records so he can keep maintaining his identity. I know it sounds crazy, but I swear on everything I hold dear, that's the truth.
What?
You've seen it.
But when did...
Louis, do you realize what you are asking
Right,
me
but
to
you've
believe?
seen the
I know,
paperwork,
but
the
it's the truth,
signatures.
How do you expect me to accept this? We are in the Golden Order precisely to fight against such beliefs.
Do you remember those deeds we found behind the chimney? They weren't fake. There's a reason why
Exactly.
they're all signed by his same hand.
Demons.
In his study, he keeps the Mortimer family tree. They produced only boys, just one per generation since the Third Crusade, and they are all called William. He justifies his own existence, Emily.
Look, I'm going to believe you.
Thank you.
If you're taking me for a
I'm not.
ride.
Unfortunately for us, it'd be impossible to even make up a story like that.
All right. I believe you. Thank him. You owe him your life.
I have always been very lucky to have him as my son.
Well, I know the truth about
I
that
really
now.
thought my next breath would be my last.
Well, anything's possible.
This is no time to be joking. Just help me climb aboard this boat, and let's get off of this cursed island.
No, I'm not going anywhere, and neither are you, until you've told me everything.
For crying out loud, what are you talking about? No, 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 not now, no. Make him not want to know.
I want to know what.
I know everything.
No. I beg you, please trust me. He's manipulating you. We must leave.
Paris.
Can't you see he wants you? And he'll do anything to turn you against me.
Number 12 on Rue des Martyrs.
He had to pay for what he did to
What
me.
did he do to you?
I panicked.
So you
There she was with the baby.
So you
too.
cut it
I
out
thought
of her?
It was the right time to touch it.
To
but when-
touch it? By disemboweling her and stealing me from her?
The girl was already condemned to die. He never leaves any witnesses behind.
Wait a minute.
She meant nothing to him.
Wait a minute.
And I absolutely had to find a way of stopping him.
Did you lost your mind or what? How did you
Is-
stop him by stealing a
Wait,
baby?
is it
He was multiplying.
is it Adams?
I had to do something.
Because she
It
was
took me
torturing
years
Adams.
To pick up his trail again,
And she
Louis.
is-
From the second I took you in, I couldn't bear to be
I don't
apart
know.
from you.
Maybe.
I looked after you, fed you, raised you, like a mother.
Hmm.
I know. You always took care of me.
You
I
did raise
devoted
me.
my whole life to teaching you.
I don't wanna read
to
her mind right now.
distinguish between right and wrong, so you would have the choice. You are not like him.
But you never told me.
I wanted to. I very nearly told you everything, at least a dozen times.
Did
didn't
you, though?
Did you? Why?
I don't know, Louis.
Yes, you do.
I couldn't. Not after Venice.
Venice.
Talk to me about Venice.
Oh no. Louis, let's go.
Exactly.
I'll tell you everything once we get home. Now come.
You never wanted us to speak about it again. Winter 1791. Do you remember?
Louis, no. We agreed to never speak about it again.
You need to tell
Now
me.
I understand.
Now.
We were on the trail of a businessman. We broke into his place one night. We ran into his wife.
Not that, Louis. It's in the past.
She too was pregnant. Was he Mortimer's as well?
Louis,
Answer.
Yes!
And what did you do with that child?
What became of the child?
I gave it away.
For him too? You became his mother, didn't you?
No, I gave him to a couple who couldn't have children. I never saw him again.
How many children have you stolen from him?
I saved all of you, Louis. I gave you a normal life. 9. Louis. yes,
9?
I made mistakes in the past, but now I'm ready
Do
to.
you consider me a mistake?
No, not you. You are what I am most proud of in my whole life. You are good. You fight to do right. You are not like him.
Still, he is my father. Why did you steal me?
You don't want to know, believe me.
For once in your life, be honest. Why all this mess? Why do you have it in for him so much? Why?
Because I'm his daughter.
What?
I know what he's doing.
A daughter?
I see he has his eye on you. He's hovering around you, tempting you. He did it to me before you. And if you don't live up to his expectations, he will cast you away.
Is that what happened to you?
I wasn't good enough for him. So he rejected me.
What do you mean?
He tried to initiate me, but it would seem I am unable to develop his talent. I can't withdraw my mind from my body.
I get it. The reason why you abducted me is because he didn't love you, isn't it?
He doesn't love anyone, Louis. Don't be taken in.
Listen. I forgive you for stealing me. You didn't raise me and stuff, but I can't go with you.
You are my mother. Whatever you've done, I can't take that away from you. It doesn't excuse everything, but in time we will find a way of putting it all behind us.
Oh, thank you, Louis. Thank you. I will never lie to you again. Come on, let's go.
No, Mother. I'm not going back with you. I can't.
What do you mean? Louis, you can't stay here.
Don't worry about me. I have to stay. I still have a lot to learn. But you go.
Louis?
I'll
Don't
see you in
worry
Paris.
about
Don't
me.
worry.
Oh yeah, the letter that I never
Here.
opened.
This is yours.
Don't forget, Louis. You've got the lance. You can beat him. If you hit him with it, he won't be able to escape from his mortal envelope, and he will die with it.
I could have had a discussion with Manuel Godoy. Oh, well, shit. Oh well.
Rational and open. I spent my whole life swimming in lies. Emily, what a waste. I feel like I know nothing. That I have to learn everything all over again. I'm a demon. I age more slowly. I can mentally manipulate people. I don't even know if it's a good thing or a curse.
I mean, probably a good thing. Because, I mean, there's nothing I can't do.
No.
I saw some amber up there.
This is an advantage. I could get used to this pretty quickly, I think. Damn it. What a mess. Come on. Man up, Louis. I'm still the same old me. Demon or not, I'm still in charge of my actions.
Exactly.
And this father, I know nothing about. Yes, I've still got a lot to learn. It's enough to drive you crazy. Everything I believed in, nothing holds true anymore. Pull yourself together, man. I need to find some answers.
Yes, we do.
There's no way of being alone for a minute.
He said, man, this dude keep bothering me, bro.
Amber crystals. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly. Golden elixir.
Cool. Alright. Who could possibly be at this door? Huh? Can't they have like 5 minutes?
Sir Gregory?
Oh. This guy.
Good day, Louis. I think it would be good to talk. How are you feeling?
I don't know.
I understand. I heard that William spoke to you at last about our nature and our family. It's a good thing, but you must be a bit shaken up.
I mean, a little bit.
That's the least you can say.
I bid you welcome among us, Louis. Knowing William, he probably didn't go into any detail about our family, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
How long have you existed?
How long has our family been in existence?
We have been here since the very beginning.
What do you mean, exactly?
Are you trying to get information from me?
No, not at all. I was just wondering why that particular question seemed to disturb you.
Let us not insist, then. You yourself weren't very convinced by the question, it seems.
How many are here?
How many of us are there in the family?
We are 8 brothers and sisters.
Why brothers and sisters?
What do you mean by brothers and sisters if we can change bodies?
You reason with logic. We have retained the human habit. When we first come into this world, we retain a certain attachment to our first envelope. If we are born as a man, we are brothers. If we are born as a woman, we are sisters. But I must admit, it has absolutely no real importance. They're just bodies.
Are there other families?
Well, tell me then, are there any other families like ours?
There are officially 7, but we're the oldest and therefore the most powerful.
Let's see. Why does Mortimer rebel?
What's Lord Mortimer's problem?
I think he allows himself to be devoured by a need for recognition.
Has he always been like that?
More or less, but thinking about it, I believe that the birth of our latest sibling greatly accentuated his discomfort.
How so? Is he jealous?
Do you think he's jealous?
I didn't realize you were so good at behavioral analysis. Indeed, William certainly is prone to jealousy. Finding one's place, notably in the eyes of our father, is not easy, and we each do what we can to succeed. But I can't justify this perpetual rebellion against our rules.
Okay. Is there a family? Is there somebody that leads all of us?
Is there a head of the family?
You'll see. You'll meet them all, of course, when you are ready. They created us and set out the rules, especially our father. As for our mother, she retired from the political stage. We don't see her much anymore. I think that all these questions simply bore her.
I see. There is still much to learn.
Yes, it's true. You've got some catching up to do, my boy. One thing you must understand regarding any disagreements that might arise between William and myself is his position with regard to mankind.
What do you mean?
Well, for centuries we've been trying to help and therefore preserve humanity. Monarchies are simple and practical. They enable us to inspire humanity efficiently, and I can't understand why William wants to replace them with democracy.
Well, he's right. I mean, democracy makes people are happier.
But if your intention is not to dominate the human race, why not let them be master of their own destinies?
I perfectly understand this type of reaction from you, less from William. The main thing you're lacking is time. Man is transient, and one of his particularities is that he does not learn from the errors of his peers. He uses up an incredible amount of energy building and destroying whatever he himself has put into place. If we weren't here to help them, guide them, I sincerely believe that humanity would have become extinct by now.
That's
On
a
the other
very
hand,
dark
we
way
are
to look at it.
When we plan ahead, we do it for the long
What a downer. Yeah.
Yes, I understand, but that's more like tyranny, isn't it?
You're ruling
it's all a
them.
question
You're controlling
of your
them.
point of view. From man's point of view, I can understand how he would have that impression if ever he found out. But don't forget your true nature. From the demon's point of view, in other words, ours, letting man do as he thinks fit would equate to letting him race to his own demise.
But what about man's freedom to choose?
That is man's worst enemy, Louis. Imagine a creature that dies without reaching the age of adulthood. It remains a child. We have to help him, otherwise he will put himself in danger. It has taken centuries for our family to establish relative peace between demons. Thanks to this policy, we have been able to decide everything by confining the other families to subordinate roles. And now William is obsessed with disrupting everything.
Peace between demons? What do you mean?
I'm not talking about conflicts within our family. If that was all there was, everything would be fine. But several other families, younger but nonetheless powerful, are trying to upset the balance. At present, we dominate most of the major countries around the globe. But some families are pushing, via less influential countries, to gain ground. Do you understand?
I
As best
suppose.
I can, yes.
When the time comes, you must take up a position on the political chessboard. I only hope your father doesn't take you down with him.
Is he in danger?
Oh, are you suggesting he might be in danger?
Well, Louis, our father's patience is not limitless. If William ever does go too far, then yes, he will be in danger. I want you to make an informed choice. Now go and see your father, see what he has to say, and then think it over very carefully.
That's exactly what I intended to do. Thank you, Uncle.
Don't mention it. If I've been able to help you in any way, go now.
Thank you. I suppose for, I guess, clearing that up. Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry about that. I guess this way would be faster? I don't know. It's about this. It's like the other side, so it's about the same distance. Hello?
Emily, can I come in?
No, it's not a good time. Not right now. Leave me alone.
Okay.
I can tell from your voice that there's something wrong. Let me in. We have to talk, Emily.
I said no, goddamn you.
No, let's not. Ah, to hell with it.
I can tell from your voice that there's something wrong. Let me in. We have to talk, Emily.
I said no, goddamn you.
Emily, you need to relax, okay?
You know full well that getting yourself worked up like this is not going to help. It won't make any difference. It won't bring Emma back.
Forget. I couldn't give a damn if it makes any difference. I only want to not think of anything. And then get out of here. I told you not to come in.
Emily, I only want to talk. I understand that you're upset after everything.
You understand? You understand nothing.
Listen, we're going through a difficult time. Even I'm dumbfounded and
Dumbfounded. Dumbfounded. Do you want to know how I feel?
Yes, I would like to.
My whole life has just gone up in smoke. Everything I believed in gone, blown apart. I have killed a part of myself.
Yes, I know how you feel.
No, I don't think so.
I found out that my mother has been lying to me all my life. That she's not my real mother. I told her to go far, far away.
Why, Louis? What have we done to deserve this?
I don't think that's the question. We haven't done anything. Only made choices for which we must accept responsibility.
And what if I no longer have the strength to do so?
But you do. It's just too early for you to feel it. But believe me, we've all lost something here.
All this, everything that's happened, it's a nightmare. I want to wake up.
Emily, calm down and put down that glass.
I know you're telling the truth about Mortimer and Home. I know they are demons.
That's not all.
Go on.
I'm one of them, Emily. I'm a demon too.
I know.
You know how?
But how?
Sir Gregory stopped by to tell me. He wanted to bid me welcome.
I don't understand.
Welcome to the family.
You? You're his daughter?
Mortimer's daughter, Louis.
That makes you my sister?
Yes. Just the thought of the night when I suggested that we... I feel so ashamed, Louis. And that means Emma is your sister too.
Shit. I spent the night with my own sister?
I was attracted to you from the moment we first spoke on the boat.
Yeah, but I don't think
Now I understand why.
But I don't
Do
think.
you realize what that means? I'm a monster.
You're not a monster. I mean, technically, we're not really. We're like creatures. We're not actually brothers and sisters.
And I am one as well. When I think of my feelings for you, oh, that feeling, it hurts all of a sudden. She's there. I can feel her inside me. She's trying to read my thoughts. Emily, don't do that. Get out of my mind, please. Let me remind you that it's forbidden between demons.
Sorry.
Yeah, what are you trying to do, huh?
didn't want
What are you trying to
I have
pull?
a sister.
It's very strange for me too. A sister for a brother.
Yes.
Yes. I must get some rest. I must ask you to leave me now.
All right, but don't finish that bottle.
Don't start now.
I would like to get some sleep.
I'll be leaving you then. Thank you, Emily.
You need some help? Make sure you get to bed. Oh, goodness. Yeah, we're technically not, like... I don't know how this shit works. Let's get to the study. George?
Louis, busy as always, I
Always
see.
busy. Busy,
How
busy
lucky
bee.
you are. I must admit I'm trying to kill the boredom myself.
I get the impression we're all in the same boat.
And here I was thinking you might have some juicy gossip.
Me? No, nothing at all. And you?
I would like to be able to say yes, but it's been dead quiet. The only one with anything to say is Duke Manuel. But with that accent of his, I don't understand a word he says. It's exasperating.
That's
What?
funny.
I've wasted enough time. I'll keep our conversation to myself, Mr. President. Anyway, I must be going now.
See you later, Louis.
Alright, let's get up here.
Louis, I was sure you would stay. I'm proud of you. You have made the right choice.
Thank you.
It took great maturity to forgive your sister as you did.
She brought me up. I realized I owed her a lot.
We all make mistakes, as Sarah well knows.
So weird having you
Why
call
didn't
her
you tell me the truth
sister.
about her? I thought that might be too many truths to absorb at one time. I intended to tell you afterwards. You were in a hurry, so I made a decision. You've been able to understand and choose for yourself. How do you feel?
Hard to say.
Relieved. I mean, at least I know I'm not crazy.
At peace, really. Oddly enough, I understand things that have happened to me better now.
What could be more normal? It may have been a bit brutal, but you've just grown up in a very short space of time. From now on, you can influence your own future. I will guide you. We've all the time we need.
You're not the first to make me that offer.
What do you mean by that?
Your brother, Sir Gregory.
Gregory. Why am I not even surprised? What did he say?
Ooh, that's a big use. Dude, he's worried about you.
I think he's worried about you.
Worried? Marvelous.
It doesn't use anything.
That's just like him. You know, in a family like ours, we all have a role to play. And his is to worry about everyone else. Let me reassure you, there's no reason for him to worry about me.
Not even not even if your father gets angry?
Like the relationship with your father, for example.
It's sometimes complicated, I must admit. I like to understand things, even if it means thinking outside the box. In fact, that's a character trait that you seem to have inherited.
You didn't answer.
You haven't answered about your father.
What did I tell you? You are too curious, my son. Let time do its work. I don't impose anything on anyone. I'm just following my own path.
But where does it lead?
I suppose I should explain. For centuries now, demons have emerged in and around great leaders all over the world. But like true tyrants, they have governed with an iron fist in a studded glove.
That's the impression I get.
But you see, people's discontent is increasing, and they are too high up to hear it. They take themselves for gods. Sooner or later, the people will turn against us, just as they have in the past. Each time it's happened, many of us have died. We must master the humans, yes, but gently. And the best way to do that is by allowing them a free choice, Louis.
So that's your project.
Of course, not entirely, no. It is easier to keep control over people who slumber than people who are oppressed. A man with nothing to lose is a dangerous man. Whereas, if you give him a roof, food, and entertainment, he will do whatever you want. The best way of getting them to achieve something is to make them think it was their idea. For that, they have to feel as if they are free.
That makes
Hang on.
What do you
sense.
mean? Look at the United States. From the start, I introduced an idea that will change everything. The idea that everything is possible. Everyone can become someone. Is there anything more beautiful?
You mean it's not true?
Man can move mountains when he believes it is in his own interest. And what nobler cause is there than his own freedom?
Okay. That makes sense. But, I mean, that sounds like a really good example. Like, you're trying to butter me up.
Do you have any more examples?
I mean,
Of course.
yeah.
Talk to me about slavery.
Is that part of your plan?
Well, take the slave trade, for example. It's an archaic practice that simply has to stop.
Oh, see, that's
Today,
good.
Black slaves of America work for free and in unbearable conditions.
Right.
Tomorrow, if you free the blacks and offer them work along with a salary, they will bless you for it. Then, they will be integrated into the system. They will be taxable. Once they are free, they will have to work for a roof, pay taxes, and feed their families. Maybe we could take away the civil rights of prisoners, for example. In this way, we'll keep control of all those who respect the system and benefit from the others as a workforce.
Okay. What about progress?
Tell me what you think about progress.
Progress is essential, Louis. It's the future.
What else?
Progress must liberate humanity from burdensome chores. Progress must replace man wherever his presence is not obligatory. It creates both the desire and the need. It will liberate women as soon as the machines are able to do all the chores in the home automatically. It will bring men together by bringing a faster means of locomotion. Look at the cultural revolution that printing brought about.
And the emancipation of women?
And what would you propose for women?
They must be given the right to work and to vote. Look,
Man, this
at the
guy
moment,
sounds
they
like a
don't
pretty
work.
dude,
They
man.
take
For a
care of
demon.
raising children. What a mistake. We have to get them out of the house. Make them work. In this way, not only will they become consumers, but they will also delegate the job of education to the system. We could guide
I mean, it is all
humanity
about the
from a young
system,
age,
but
Louis, don't you see? Today,
the way he makes it sounds kind of crappy, but I mean, in the short term, it's good stuff.
What obscurantism! By harping on this concept of good and evil, guilt and redemption, Look where men are now, locked up in beliefs that should no longer exist. It's time for men to rediscover themselves and to take control of their lives as they really are, without any moral judgment. But
Okay.
the most important of all has already been laid. The foundation stone. Freedom of speech. The First Amendment of the Constitution. There must be opponents to every project. So, above all, don't develop a one-track approach. Otherwise, man won't have enough room for expression to feel free.
Okay.
If man sees his chains, he will only want to break them. If we give men the feeling that they are free, I am convinced that they will exceed their limits. And it is only from that condition that humanity shall rise up.
But do you want to dominate or raise humanity higher?
I want it to advance. I want it to progress. Man is our vessel. If he progresses, then so do we.
Oh,
Wouldn't you like
that makes
to know
sense.
what we really are?
Who do you mean? Demons?
Yes, us. Our species. I've been searching for centuries, trying to find a way to explain the reason of our existence. But humanity has not yet evolved enough to make any
Okay, so you
progress on this.
so you're trying
I am
to
convinced that the sciences will bring that knowledge someday.
Okay.
So, that's your objective, is it?
That makes
Understand
sense.
Who we are. I see your point.
Our family clings to its privileges and to the past, and that's how they are putting us in danger. The time has come for change. Now that you know your true nature, there are still a few things I need to teach you.
What do you mean exactly?
A new skill, and not the least, Louis. It's about taking control of a person.
Excuse me? I mean, he's gonna show me how to do it and how it's possible, so no point asking. Screw it, man.
Okay, let's not waste any more time.
I deduce that you're impatient to master what's in store for you. That is good. I thought I'd mix business with pleasure for this first time.
Okay.
What do you mean by that?
The conference will come to a close shortly, as you know.
Right.
Not that I'm fed up with archaic diplomacy, but it's time to ensure the success of this project. To make this happen, I would like Piaggi to inform the Pope he has changed sides.
So you want to rig the conference?
You're going to use your powers to alter the votes?
The real game is about to begin, Louis. Up till now, the guests have been sizing each other up. From now on, it's time for Gregory and myself to play, as well as you yourself. Now, here is my plan. I would like you to join His Eminence in his room.
Just play along. We'll see when the time comes. Very well. And then?
You're going to have to trust me.
Oh,
What we're
okay.
going to do is painless for the human you are going to invade.
Invade?
Yes, you're going to enter his mind and take control. You're going to influence his actions
But how?
and his psyche. Make him speak, then concentrate. You must focus on him in order to feel his thoughts. Then, while speaking, you must link with him. Once you're done, you will naturally find your way to the source and enter into his thoughts.
But what if I fail?
Trust in your instincts. You just have to let yourself go. You have the skill. Let your nature come to the fore. You'll see. If you fail, you'll be in for some light banter with His Eminence. That's all. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Very well.
Perfect. Go now. The Cardinal is in his room. You will have to write a letter to the Pope as if Piaggi had written it himself. In this letter, tell the Pope that whatever happens during the conference, he must follow my propositions. But be careful. In order to protect himself from counterfeiters, the Pope had Piaggi's hand tattooed with a symbol to be sure of his identity. You'll see when you're inside him. You'll understand. Once it's written up, just bring it back to me, and I'll send it off immediately.
All right. I'll take care of it.
Sounds easy enough. Gonna rig the vote. Right. The Piaggi's room. must be, what, faster this way? Yeah. Faster this way. Okay. Do believe it's all the way.
President George Washington.
Washington's room.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Yashi.
Ah, well, Louis.
Hey, what's up?
What brings you back to my chambers?
May I sit down?
Of course, Louis. Don't you feel good?
Yes, but if I'm gonna pass inside you, I'd better sit myself down first.
It's nothing, don't worry about it.
Well, what can I do for you?
Right. Now I need to concentrate.
I wanted to speak to you, Your Eminence.
Holy Lance. Let's talk about that.
I wanted to thank you for your help. I mean, for your time talking to me about the Holy Lance.
Oh, and did you find it? It's the crusade of a lifetime for some people, Louis. You are searching for another Holy Grail.
You're nearly there. Link into his thoughts.
Does it annoy you at all?
But what on earth is he trying to get at? Why do you ask, Louis? I don't follow.
For the glory, Your Eminence.
I can feel it coming. It's working.
What insolence? Why, really? I am a man of the church, Louis. May God keep me from such ambition.
Yeah, sure.
Let me in, Your Eminence.
Why?
Got him.
I've done it. I've done it, damn it. He was right. This is just crazy. I can't believe it. Look at yourself, Louis. You better not get caught. Whoa. I still need to get used to this body. So, let's see about what Mortimer asked me.
Right. Well, it's time I got started.
Let's do it.
Let's see what I can find here to help me write that letter. I have no means to validate my forgery, so I better take my time with it and not make any mistakes. There are 2 letters from the Pope on the desk. I should be able to get a clue or 2 by checking how well they correspond to each other. And here are 3 stamps. All are different.
Okay. Look at the contents.
Right. Well, let's start writing. Lord Mortimer asked me to discredit Sir Gregory and to announce Piaggi's final vote in his favor. As an introduction, Your Holiness, thank you for your trust.
We'll discredit both of them. Yeah. And then, yeah. We're gonna kill this dude.
It even appears that Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory both have access to obscure
There we go.
superior forces to help them reach their ends. I think the Papal States, for the sake of their own preservation, ought to condemn this practice of conferences in the future.
Exactly. Okay, write a secret code?
There's a kind of code composed of 6 letters that they always write under the dates of their correspondence. According to Mortimer, it's got something to do with Piaggi's tattoo. I guess I'll have to write one for today's date. Now, ideally, it'd be better to do without it, but I'm going to need to be extremely clever here. Today, the date is 24/01/1793.
Okay.
In the letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the numbers shown in the middle.
Okay. Think.
Some figures are the same in both codes, yet they correspond to different letters. The day is not translated.
That must be the key to the code. Today the date is 24/01/1793.
In? Jesus. 24/01. A day's date. Mm, 1793 is HBCF. It's 24. E and H. So F.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
F. Wait, start.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
So 24. A.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
So for 1, he put an H. So
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
okay, so 1793 is HBCF. So that one's easy. H.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
B.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Hmm. Let's see. Shit, what am I doing? CF. Sorry. C.
Today the date is 24/01/1793. Today is the 24/01/1793.
As my health is, yada yada yada. Alright, choose a stamp.
In one of the letters, the Pope asked Piaggi to change and to stop using his personal stamp. He asked him to use the one with the Pope's motto on it. And I remember that. Flore in Domo Domini.
Okay.
On it is written, Flore in Domo Domini.
That's it.
Latin. It blooms in the house of God.
Okay.
Your Eminence, all ready to send... What's he doing here?
Damn it. That's all I need.
He can't hear us.
What do you mean he can't hear us? What's going on here, Piaggi?
I gave him a tranquilizer.
Calm down now. Monsieur de Richet came to see me because he was having anxiety attacks and wanted something to help him relax. I'm afraid I've been a little heavy-handed.
You can say that again.
I was about to fetch someone to take care of him. Would you care to go?
There he is. And there he stays. It's a perfect opportunity.
What do you mean?
It's been a while now that I've been hoping for a chance to get rid of him.
Oh.
Can you keep a secret?
Of course.
Of course, my son.
Why not?
Would you like to tell me under the confidentiality of confession?
Ah, don't talk rubbish. I don't trust the little runt because he is Mortimer's son. Would you believe it?
How does he know?
Dear God, how is that possible? I am flabbergasted.
We've wasted enough time. What if he wakes up? If you don't want to get your hands dirty, just turn away and leave everything to me.
This is not a decision to be taken lightly.
You're defending him now.
What are you talking about? Of course not.
He's made you change sides, hasn't he?
We're not gonna do it in here. How about that?
Committing a crime in my room is out of the question.
There we go.
Think, it will all be on our heads. No doubt about it. I refuse to run the risk.
Right.
Monsieur von Von, I always act in the best interest of all. I assure you.
Everyone's entitled to an opinion.
You must have lost your mind to want to take such an extreme course of action.
No one's asking you to help me do it.
You run the risk of getting the conference canceled. I know it's gonna waste a lot, but...
You can't attack him without running the risk of jeopardizing the conference.
Even though Sir Gregory has the edge?
No, Gregory will never forgive you.
Very well, Piaggi, you win.
I refuse to let you do the first thing that comes into your head.
I don't know what the two of you are up to, but I'll find out sooner or later.
Right. Time for me to get back into my body.
Jesus.
Right. Don't just stand there, Louis. Mortimer's waiting for you in the Red Salon.
Okay. Woo. Okay, so dining room. Okay. This is the dining hall, right? Hey, what's up, man? Anything in here I can pick up?
Am I disturbing you?
God damn it, Dorishe!
Jesus,
Are you
calm
joking
down.
or what? You sell me pipe dreams about Mortimer's project, and a few hours later, one of your allies completely breaks down. Is this what Mortimer's side is all about?
Listen, I'm kind of in a rush. Enough is enough. Choose your side and then everyone will be happy.
What? What are you playing at, Dorishe? It's too late! I've come too far to back up
Exactly.
now. Good God! I swear there's nothing common about you, Dorishe.
So everyone tells me.
Oh, while you're here, you wouldn't know who the last guest is, would you?
What do you mean?
I heard Sir Gregory speaking about it. A certain Al-Asif, something or other.
Al-Asif?
Well, obviously not. It's not important, forget it.
No, hang on.
It doesn't matter, I'm telling you. We'll find out soon enough. I'm in a hurry right now. I'm waiting for someone.
I'm sure you are.
See you later, Louis.
But first, you're gonna tell me about this Al-Asif.
Is Al-Azif to participate in the conference?
That's what I was asking you. As von Wollner mentioned the arrival of this person just before the second conference. Do you know who it is?
No, I thought so for a minute, but the name means nothing to me. Sorry.
It doesn't matter. Something tells me we shall find out soon enough, no?
Certainly. Well, I must be leaving you.
Okay. Bye, man. What's up, Daddy-o?
So, Louis, what was your first time like? Bewildering, isn't it?
Here's your letter. I have to admit, the experience was utterly amazing.
Come, tell me more.
There's no difficulty. I'm a badass.
Everything went as planned. I didn't encounter any particular difficulties.
Well done, you. On my first try, well, it took me 3 goes. But you did it. Gregory, what can I do for you?
I've just come to make sure dear Louis has all the information he needs.
Needs for what?
You are free to make your own choices, William. I would like the same for him, too.
There's nothing I want more, Gregory.
Your schemes will lead to your demise, brother. Don't involve Louis. He has nothing to do with all this.
Do with all
the
of
end
what?
Of the conference approaches, and this masquerade will soon be torn asunder. Don't drag him down with you in your disgrace.
Oh, ye of little faith.
On the contrary, brother, Louis has just entered the family. Give him a chance to find his place.
His place?
What do you mean, my place?
What place is that?
At the end of a leash, like all the others.
Don't listen to him. He's angry with our father.
And with good reason. He governs us in the same way he governs humanity. Through fear and submission.
Same old tune. When will you understand that it's necessary to impose order for things to move forward properly?
You are under his thumb and proud of it. Open your eyes, for crying out loud. His whole system has become outdated, and he's too old to see it. He will lead us to our demise.
Here he goes with another of his grand speeches. William has always been fond of staging big scenes. It's his theatrical side.
You can say that again.
Does he have an inferiority complex?
I've told him time and time again, Louis. He always has to take it one step too far.
How dare you? You are blind, brother. Even if the evidence bit you on the nose, you still wouldn't see it. I feel sorry for you.
Oh, easy there, buddy.
Tea is drunk hot or not at all, William. When will you learn? It's too bitter. You shouldn't let it brew so long.
I knew you'd be coming along. You are so predictable.
Methodical, I would say. Things must be accomplished in the right order if we want the world to keep turning as it does.
But what's he afraid that Mortimer... Yeah, what are you afraid that will happen to me?
You came here to warn me, sir.
No, to advise you.
Advise me against my father. Why?
I think you are capable of deciding for...
You haven't answered my question.
Quit beating around the bush,
warn me
dude.
against my father. What are you afraid he will do to me?
Well, I wouldn't want him to lead you into... I don't know what absurd adventure in which...
You act as though I were in danger.
I agree with Louis, Gregory. You're trying to pass me off as a villain about to devour him.
That's not funny, William. I won't let him follow you.
You see, Louis, Gregory came here to make you change your mind. It's time for things to change. I acknowledge Father has done many good things for humanity, but his time is over, and now he must pass on the torch.
That's enough. There, Louis. That's the pathetic example your father has to offer. I really am sorry about what happened to you. You don't know our family yet. We can't have given you a very good impression, but bear in mind, that we are all against William's project.
All the
On
more,
contrary,
all the
if he
more reason
insists
to be on his side.
we will have no other choice than to intervene by force. Consequently, my dear Louis, you're going to have to choose sides. I would much rather have met you in different circumstances.
There you are, Louis. See what happens when you don't follow their orders to the letter.
Louis, I'm afraid the time to decide is now. If you follow William, he will drag you down with him. If, on the other hand, you support me, I can assure you that nothing will happen to you. You won't be blamed for your father's errors.
Ah, the masks are off. I offer you liberty. He obliges you to choose, and shamelessly asks you to betray your own father. That is their true face.
Right. Before I answer, well, I better think it over very carefully. Do I intend to embrace my demon nature and take my place on the chessboard? Do I stay out of it and do my utmost to stop them? Or do I renounce my nature and do all I can to stay human?
Ooh. Screw it. You know, we're going all in. All cards on the table. Let's do it. Fuck it. Why not? Immortality sounds pretty nice.
It's useless trying to resist my true nature. I'm a demon. May as well accept it. The sooner the better. Even if I continue to live as a human, all my friends and acquaintances will inevitably end up dying. And I'll be left on my own. Forever. I am a demon and I have to behave like one. The sooner, the better.
So?
Jesus,
What
are
do
you
you
alright there,
choose,
man?
Louis?
Listen. I ain't about this hierarchy, communist, monarchy stuff, man. It's all about democracy, dude. Freedom, bro. Freedom. That's what America, mother sucker.
I shall follow my father, Sir Gregory.
Very well. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Please, don't take offense, but I just can't turn my back on him.
It's time we finished what we started, brother. The final vote of the conference over the acquisition of Louisiana will take place in a few hours. I propose you gather your troops and prepare to close the debate.
That's precisely what I was going to suggest.
Come, follow me. It's time for us to get ready.
Sounds good. Get ready.
Do you really think we have a chance of winning?
A chance? You don't know me very well, Louis.
We are going to win.
But it only takes one person to vote against us, and we'll have lost.
That's true. That's why none of them will. Why? Because I have an asset that they do not.
Which is?
You.
Me?
My friends, prepare yourselves. The conference is about to resume. The time has come to lay down all our cards.
Alright. Screw it. It's gonna be a fun one. 8. Holy shit. Let's go ahead and get these up. Anything...